Alright, real quick. So you're new to the Unreal Engine. You have a couple of blueprints. You kind of know what's up now. And C++ scares you for some reason because, code and shit. Let's get into it. So you have your blueprint project here, and there's nothing in it, no content, no nothing. Also, yeah, you cannot add any C++ stuff. Content, add new folder, blah, 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 and all the blueprint stuff, right? What you would expect. But if we now create a new project, plop, and make it C++, you don't lose anything. You don't lose the ability to use blueprints or stuff. You don't have to decide, do I use blueprints or do I use C++? That's not how it works. You just enable the C++, essentially you add it on. And with that, it's possible to add C++ classes from which you can derive your blueprint classes. All right, that's enough. Let's go. Quality, no starter, whatever. It's called CPP. Test with CPP. Great. Create project. Good. Very nice. And you see it already gets you into Visual Studio and creates all that stuff. Let's see. We are in with CPP now. And now we have another folder here which says C++ classes. With CPP already comes with the game mode, right? It's what you use. And now we can just add here. See, we cannot add any blueprints in here or anything, just new C++ class. And we do, you can add anything, actors, components, whatever, but we are just interested in a blueprint function library. That's what we do. And we call it vector operation. No, I call it my happy place. Okay. Adding code to project. And now Visual Studio is because we have no stuff in here. With CPP? No, we don't. Where's my shit? Still not happy yet. There you go. There you go. Reload all. I need install part 9. Open my stuff. Loading project. There you go. My happy place. Here it is. Good. And that starts up the U class. My happy place. My happy place, because it's just a class. It's a library, blueprint library. An actor would have a different thing in front of it. My happy place. Right, that's the class of the blueprint library, and it is derived from public blueprint function library. So this is a blueprint function library. So our happy place can do everything a blueprint function library can do. And now we can add function. So let's say we give back void So nothing, found. And the function is called my happy vector. My happy vector, good. But we wanted to do something, and so we give it an vector, which is called in unhappy vector. And then we wanted to get the value and modify it, so we have an output. So we make another f vector, vector, f vector, and that is out happy vector. But this is still just an input. We just give the function a value, like we did here, like make it put in the unhappy vector. But if we now give the value in here that we want to modify, it doesn't do anything because it's just an input. All right. So if we want to add it by reference, so we can modify this for the function, we need to add this little and sign here to signify this here is a reference and not just a value. Not just a parameter, it's a reference to whatever comes in here. So if we modify it, it actually changes. So, and since we are in a blueprint library, we need to make it static. And we want Blueprint to see it. So what we need to do is put in a U function classifier. It's U function. And what we put into this brackets tells Unreal to show in Blueprint or not. For instance, this one we want to make Blueprint callable. Blueprint callable, and we give it a display name. Display name is happy function, my happy vector. My happy vector. And it's in the category happy functions. Right. So that stuff tells Unreal that it should show up in Blueprint or whatever. So the thing is, if we compile this, nothing will happen because this is just in the header file. It just tells me I have that function. But what that functionally actually is, what the functionally actually is in the CPP file. So this is just an index in a book, for instance. I have these and these and these. And what it actually is back here, and that's still empty. Well, that's not good. Well, then we can right click here in Visual Studio and add to happy place CPP. That's a quick way of doing it. Bam! And it opens in the window or whatever we save, or yeah. And now it's here. There you go. With all the inputs and outputs and whatever. And now we can say, well, this is an unhappy vector, isn't it? And now we happify the vector by telling it to add 100 to Z. Going up is always good. So unhappy vector Z is plus 100. Right. But that's, now we have a mathematical calculation where we don't do anything with it. So what we do is we say our out happy vector is equals the unhappy vector for now. And then we say the out happy vector is still the unhappy vector because of the z, and we say z is in unhappy vector z plus 100. And that'll do. And now we closed this. We don't want to compile the engine. Do not compile the engine. There you go. And now we want to build. And it will build. Or hopefully so. The thing is, I have the project still open. Well, that's bad. Go away. Failed. Where? You. Off with you. There you go. And now we do it again. Do I need to make it public? Or is Blueprint just cool with it? Something is wrong. That's not good. Blueprint. It's not blueprint. It's blueprint. There you go. Compile. Bam. Succeed. Good. And now we open CPP project. Here we are back. Good. My happy place. Good. Content. Now we need content. We make a player controller. Blueprint class. Player controller. No blueprint. Good. And we say in it's not how you usually do it, but for a quick way, world settings, game mode override is with CPP game mode base. Or we derive from that, create blueprint class in content. There. Now let's set this up correctly. Okay, so this is my game mode base, blah, blah, and the player controller is my new blueprint, right? Yeah, all right. That's confusing. And in game mode base, it's now my player controller. Good. Compile. And now we have to use this, but we don't use it here. We do it correctly. We go over the project settings. And then we go into maps and modes, and we don't want the game mode base. We want my CPP game mode base. Good. And we can see it uses my player controller. Good. And on the player controller, we go to event graph, and then we can say middle mouse, no, left click, left mouse button, left mouse button, bumps, pressed. We get make vector. Make vector. Good. We make vector and we say go away. You go away. So we make a random float in range. We do it from 1 to 10. That's our unhappy vector. And now we want to make it a happy vector and print. So this is, we print shite. Print string, and we don't want to log 9. Duration, like, I don't know, 4. And we print vector here when we press mouse. Good. Compile. Good. And now when we press our left click mouse button, nothing happens. Why nothing happens? Oh, there you go. There you go. Now it happens. We make unhappy vector and print. Z is barely scratching 10. Unhappy vector, not high. Not high vector, not good. Go away. Ah, man. There you go. And now we want to make it happy vector. Right? So we make another print. Actually, we append, so we don't have like 50 million prints. We append and make it goes to happy vector. And now we make happy vector. Happy, my happy vector. Plug in unhappy vector. Plug this in here and this in here. And now we out happy vector. That's the happy vector. And we compile and we check if it works. Play. Plug. Goes to happy vector. Very good. But why is it? It should just add 100. It does. Wait a minute. No, it doesn't. What is it doing? It should just add 100. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it does the random stuff multiple times. Ah ha ha! It prints, it does it twice. So we need a local variable. Promote to, wait a minute. Can I make it local? Nope. Right. Then promote the variable. That's fine. And we call it unhappy vector. That is the unhappy vector, and we set. And then we get unhappy vector. The question is if that, let's see if that works. It should. That sounds a lot more like it, doesn't it? Yeah, now it works. Very nice. Make it an unhappy vector into a happy vector. Very nice. Very nice, works. And you don't have to fiddle around with all that shenanigans in Blueprint. Open. Right, you can just have a vector here somewhere and go like, I want some operations on it, find me the flee point between two vectors or blah, blah. You don't want to make a function here in Blueprint and all that stuff if you can do it super easily in code. Like so. I mean, please.